As I lay motionless, my wife yelled at me to stop pretending. Her family mocked me until the paramedic checked my legs and froze, then called the police. What the MRI revealed next. As I lay motionless on the pavement, my wife yelled, "Stop being a baby and walk it off!" We were in her parents' backyard in suburban Ohio, celebrating her sister Emily's birthday. I had been carrying a cooler down the wooden deck steps when the step snapped. The crack sounded like a gunshot. Then I was falling. I hit the ground hard. When I tried to move, nothing happened. "Come on, Mark," my wife Jessica snapped. "You're embarrassing me." Her brother Ryan stood nearby with a beer, smirking. "Dramatic much? You slipped, dude. It's not like you fell off a roof." Emily crossed her arms. "Unbelievable. This is my birthday. Why do you always make everything about you?" I tried to speak, but panic flooded in. I couldn't feel my legs. Not tingling. Nothing. "I can't move," I said, my voice shaking. Jessica rolled her eyes. "You're fine. Just stand up." I tried again. My legs didn't respond. That's when Karen, the neighbor who was a paramedic, pushed through the crowd. She knelt beside me, her face instantly serious. "Don't move," she said firmly. "Mark, can you feel this?" She pinched my foot. "No," I whispered. Her jaw tightened. She looked up at everyone. "Call 911. Now." The backyard went silent. Ryan's smirk disappeared. Jessica's face finally drained of color. When the ambulance arrived, Karen spoke quickly to the paramedics. One of them checked my reflexes, then exchanged a look with his partner. "This isn't just a fall," she said quietly. "We need police backup." Jessica stepped forward. "Police? Why would we need police?" Nobody answered her. As they loaded me into the ambulance, I stared up at the flashing lights. I still couldn't feel my legs, and I had no idea what the MRI was about to reveal. The hospital smelled like antiseptic and fear. They rushed me through x-rays, then straight to an MRI. The machine swallowed me whole, pounding loudly in my skull. One question echoed in my mind. Will I ever walk again? When it was over, a trauma surgeon entered with a neurologist. "Mark," he said, "the MRI shows severe spinal cord injury. There's compression and internal bleeding." Jessica stood up. "So you fix it, right?" The doctor hesitated. "It's not that simple." He explained that paralysis was very possible, but that wasn't why police had been called. The neurologist pulled up images on a screen. "This fracture pattern is unusual for a simple fall," she said. "It's more consistent with a strong downward force applied from behind." My stomach dropped. "Almost like a shove," she added. The room went silent. Jessica laughed nervously. "That's ridiculous." He slipped. Two police officers entered. They questioned me first. I told them everything I remembered. The broken step, losing balance, the fall. But as I spoke, something clicked. Just before I fell, I had felt a hard impact between my shoulder blades. When they questioned Ryan separately, his story didn't match up. He claimed he was nowhere near me, but multiple guests said he'd been right behind me on the steps, arguing about where the cooler should go. Emily admitted she'd been yelling at Ryan moments before the fall. Karen told police she'd heard Ryan say, "Just move, man," followed by a loud crack. Then they found security camera footage from a nearby house. The officers returned to my room an hour later. Jessica was pale, eyes darting. "Ryan has been taken in for questioning," Officer Brooks said. "This is being treated as aggravated assault." I looked at my wife. "You told me to walk it off," I said quietly. "You thought I was faking." Guilt flickered across her face, then vanished. "I didn't know it was that bad," she said defensively. "You always exaggerate." That's when something inside me broke. Not my spine, my trust. The surgery lasted 6 hours. When I woke up, I still couldn't feel my legs. The doctor confirmed it that night. The damage was permanent. I was paralyzed. Jessica visited less and less after that. She complained about parking fees, about stress, about how hard this was for her. 3 weeks into rehab, she stood by the window and said, "I don't think I signed up for this." I stared at her from my wheelchair. "I didn't sign up to be paralyzed," I said. She moved back to her parents' house 2 days later. Ryan eventually took a plea deal. The video evidence was undeniable. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison for aggravated assault. Emily sent a short text saying she was sorry things got out of hand. Not sorry for mocking me while I lay paralyzed on the ground. Just sorry things got messy. With my lawyer's help, I filed for divorce. Jessica didn't fight it. She was already gone. The settlement was quiet, efficient, and cold. Just like the way she told me to walk it off. 6 months later, Ryan sent me a message from prison. Full story on channel link below.